Okay, guys, I'm here today with the legend Josh Barnett, UFC former champion and former UFC champion, one of the best MMA athletes in the history, and also a legend on catch wrestling and grappling. I love all the times that you jump in the jiu-jitsu tournaments or grappling tournaments and you just beat everybody.
My philosophy was go out and compete. That's the point. If we're gonna grapple, if we're gonna train these styles, then you make your name by going on the mats.
I totally agree. Especially when you're not from that sport and then you're just jumping and
I tell all the catch guys how few there are of us. I go compete in jiu-jitsu tournaments. It doesn't matter what you think of the rule set. Just learn the rules, adapt, and go compete, because it's still basically wrestling and pinning. How do you get 3 points for a guard pass? By pinning for 3 seconds. How do you get 4 points for a mount? By pinning for 4 seconds.
I'm 100% in agreement with you there, and that's very. There's a lot of overlaps in that. But guys, this week Josh is shooting an entire instruction all about the defensive double wrist lock, and today he's gonna show us here one of the moves from the instructional. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah. So. Look, it's great in catch to be on top and in MMA and all these things, but look, it's if you end up on bottom, you need to have the skills to be able to take care of that situation one way or the other, either by finding a submission, a threat of some sort, reversing, escaping. But it's going to have to come from manipulating your opponent somehow or another. And also, for those catch guys saying, well, if you're on your back, you got pinned. I'm like, well, it depends. Like ACWA, you can't get pinned inside the guard, or you can't get pinned if you have a submission on. Also, a pin is 3 seconds, so there's some time there. But there's not a lot of catch competitions, but there is a lot of MMA and there's a lot of jiu-jitsu, or even jiu-jitsu-based rule sets, even if it's a no-gi place, right? They're probably going to be working off of a BJJ background, or even CJI. Yeah, you wrestle on their backs.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got to be able to work on your back is what I'm saying. If you want to be a complete grappler wrestler, you just have to. So, super common stuff here. Bernardo is in half guard on me. Let's see. Yeah, so he's got half guard. Very common. So what I'm going to try and do here is pop this head and work my way inside. Okay. Because obviously, if he's going to stay here, collapsed on me, crushing me, then I'm just stuck. If this arm is just over here and I'm not aware of it, he's going to work for his side choke, right? You can be choked right from here. Yep. I promise Bernardo can do it. Yeah, he can choke me right now. So
I don't know about that, but it's okay.
He'll put pressure on me though. And look, if he's pressuring me, I'm using energy that he's not. So we're here, we're in half guard. I want to try and create some space by moving his head off to the side. If I let my arm get here, I'm going to get that choke attempt. If I can move his head, and look how I'm putting my thumb and Y grip in, creating some distance so that I can work to get inside. Now, if he can get his head in front of me, I've got a big challenge for trying to secure that arm. So I don't want that to happen. So after I've cleared this, I want to come up and secure his shoulder. This is very important. Once I've got this, I have what I need for my double wrist lock. Now, if Bernardo's hand's on the ground, I can keep my weight on that and just try to pin his hand there to reduce his mobility. But the main thing is, I want to get this elbow up. I want to get this shoulder forward. So I'm going to start pulling, dropping my elbow back and rolling as I pull this arm in. Now, from here, he has options on how he's going to try and escape. Number one, he's going to try and straighten his arm.
Yes.
But if I've got him pinned here, that's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
So now he's going to try and bring his arm down. And by doing so, I need to follow it and roll my wrist. Now this is, look, every jiu-jitsu instructional in the world will teach you how to do a Kimura, right? From half guard. This is normal, right?
Yep.
Now, does this feel more typical, Bernardo, where I'm not using my thumb?
It's usually for most of the people use the thumb. They do the 5 fingers, right?
Yeah, they use it like this with a thumbless grip, which this is really strong, right? Very strong for a finish. But if Bernardo starts trying to escape, I don't have control of his hand. So if he pulls his arm down, I'm losing I don't have control. Yeah. And look, the thing with our double wrist lock is it's a 2-on-1 first.
Okay.
I want to submit you, which would be amazing. Yeah. But there's no promise that I'm gonna. Yep. So for the finish, we got his arm high, he brought it in, good. We roll our wrist forward, lock our hands. Now, his elbow is going to go high, his shoulder is going to go high. And while we're doing this, I need to put pressure on his legs so that he's not moving with it. Right? If I'm not doing anything to secure his legs, he's going to roll. And right. So I need to stop his legs.
Man, there's a ton of pressure here.
And this isn't doing anything but just to try and keep his hips from getting too high.
Yep.
Now I roll.
Hey.
Good. And I'm not so much doing this.
Okay.
Because watch Bernardo.
Yeah, yeah.
It took him a while to tap.
Yeah, yeah.
And the more warmed up he is, the more that's going to be easy for him. If I pull this thing forward and then add a little rotation at the end, now that mobility has been removed.
Yeah. So I cannot see, and I want to learn this. Can you do it?
Yes.
Because that's really, really interesting.
So he's here, he's locked in on me. Right? Okay, so we know this. And of course, if I just go here, I'm going to be putting myself in trouble. So I need to try to move, get to here, even here, get to my thumb, get to here, and create that little bit of space. Yep. It's okay if he's holding on to my neck some, because I can still get to this and work my way up.
All right.
And creating space, get back to that wrist, and now I'm to the shoulder.
All right.
Now, if I go right here right away, Vic starts pulling his, see how he starts clamping me down? Now I'm in a really tough fight. Look at how short his arms are, how tight they are to his body. So if I can keep this, so let go, Vic. If I get to here, instead of going to this right away, I go and I peel this back.
All right.
You see how I'm pulling him far forward, and now I just scissored my legs on bottom.
Yeah, I love that, man. My legs were totally stuck over here.
Yeah. And I'm just putting my heels down. Now from here, watch how I rotate his wrist.
Oh man, no, this is powerful.
Because I'm pulling him, right? And he wants to get his arm free. If he go this way, I just keep going.
Okay. Man, this is powerful. All right. Every Kimura you go, Josh, you do this detail.
Yes.
From everywhere, from top to bottom, guard, anywhere.
And then elevate.
No, this is a really, really good
And then it's
detail.
just a slight...
So you just turn, like almost like driving a motorcycle, like you just...
I'm accelerating or decelerating on the motorcycle.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
I'm here. Also, if his hands are gripped, let's say, in some way, and I can get this, if I can rotate it, I can break his grip a little easier too.
I love it.
And now look, if I stay here, lift your hips, Vic. So then I've got to chase him. If I can squeeze, now lift your hips. It's not impossible, but it's a lot less.
Got it.
And we know if we do get those hips moving, then our job is to follow, stay in good position, and then try to continue to keep a short arm.
Got it.
But if we can keep that hip pinned long enough.
Using the legs.
And look, what do we need really? Half a second?
I agree.
Half a second maybe. And then we've got our whole bang. Everything's probably, tore or blown out. But on top of that, the other important thing is, remember, this is a tool for manipulating my opponent. So if I'm fighting from here and I get to this position, right? Good. But let's say I can't really finish this. You got your arm inside.
Yep.
Right? So I have a couple things I can do. Now, if your hand is in, I got this from Salo Ribeiro.
Okay.
This is a good one. So if, let's say you're wrapping my leg, right? He kicks his leg, and then he brings his knee up.
Good. And then on top.
Yeah. Which I thought was pretty slick.
That's awesome.
So he showed me that one. I was like, okay.
This is good.
Yeah. No wonder you won ADCC. It's so good. Shout out to the Ribeiro brothers. So, but a lot of times, even if you do have the leg, you feel me start trying to pendulum you, you're going to put a post out.
Yeah.
And you're not going to want to go. Right. So my options are to try and finish if need be, if I feel like I can get it. Okay. Or come back and even reach through and block your leg if need be.
Yeah.
Or sit up and pull your leg in.
Man, that's
and kick over.
Yeah.
But I really like creating that tension. Okay, I can't get this. Now when I pop over to this leg, I still have your wrist.
Yeah.
But I'm only going to do it right at the time for finish.
Yeah.
So I'm here, trying to get this. I can't get it. I'll come up. As soon as I come up, I'm hitting.
There you go.
And I'm going to pop those hips up high.
That's really, really good. No, and it's very scary and painful to do this with you right now that you're retired. I can just picture you doing that when you were like winning UFC and this and that. Oh my God.
Well, I really loved this position because I can get that arm very easily. I can reef on it. But I can get a lot of responses that allow me to find reversals or even drags or other things, just because I'm manipulating and attacking the joint enough that I'm moving you around.
There you go. No, this is really, really, really good. So, and this is part of this instruction that you're filming, the defensive double wrist lock.
Yeah, so we talked a little bit earlier about how, okay, I'm going to teach you the Kimura, this move, and it's all about moves.
Yep.
Well, I like to teach more conceptually. And so if I'm using the double wrist lock, one, I want to use it as a control point, as a 2-on-1 to prevent you from having two hands to attack with, as well as, we know there's lots of finishes from behind, but a good example would be, okay, if I can get you here, I'm not even submitting you, I just have your hand.
Yeah.
Okay, now attack my neck.
There's no way.
There are, you got stuff you can do with this, but it's just a whole lot tougher.
I got it.
So you have one arm versus one arm. I have your other arm sewn up. You're going to work your other attacks, but choking me is just much more difficult.
Yeah, I agree.
Not impossible, but more difficult.
Okay. So the idea is almost like people use this grip as a way to attack. Mm-hmm. You use that as a way to defend and attack.
I think from Catch, when we use terms like offensive and defense, we're mainly talking about top and bottom.
Got it.
So if I'm on bottom, I'm in a defensive mode.
Got it.
Now, that could be some of my best stuff.
Got it.
But it's still working from a defensive position if you think about catch or even MMA. So this instructional, and even as you go over, our viewers here, take a look at what we're doing, you'll see that the through line is we're using it from bottom. How am I going to use this hold? Now, there's submissions, there's reversals, there's all kinds of stuff. But what it's going to do is get me off of my back, either by submitting you, matches over, or by giving me an opportunity to find a way to get to my feet, or to reverse or sweep, as they say in BJJ. And now I'm on top, and I can work from there.
No, and I love how the catch wrestling mentality, it's kind of closer to MMA to jiu-jitsu, because jiu-jitsu, being on board, it's not being defensive. Like you can pull guard, but in MMA, you cannot do that. So and it sounds like catch wrestling goes more towards that direction.
Yeah, well, even the rule set of catch encourages this kind of
don't pull guard.
But like I said with our ACWA tournaments, you get 3 seconds on bottom before a pin is called, and both shoulder blades have to be there for those 3 seconds. So there's a lot of time you could be working. Also, if someone's in your guard, or what we call bottom scissor, you don't really have enough control, in my opinion, to call that a pin. And his legs can still manipulate you. His hands are still on you. It's not really that dominant of a pinning position. But ultimately, and when I do these seminars, especially at the grappling specific schools, I'll say, look, the way BJJ is done is because of the rules. Back in the day,
it's totally different.
Our oldest jiu-jitsu lineages that we can trace to, right? They took everybody down, mounted them, choked them, or armbarred them, and almost none of them did leg locks, but they didn't know them. Mm-hmm. And then the competitions came up, and then things like, you can't score a sweep unless it's with your legs, so everything is being put towards guard work.
How to win the tournament.
It's almost like, honestly, I don't even know why they start on the feet. Why not just flip a coin and decide who gets to play bottom and who gets to play top?
Interesting.
Because there's so much emphasis.
We're seeing more tournaments kind of like, EBI, right? Overtime starts on the back. So I think this is kind of like, I forgot which one was that if the match, nothing much is going on, flip the coin, someone's going to start the boy lock or whatever.
UWW grappling maybe.
Yeah, well, it was one of those super fights. And but anyways, I totally get your point, and that's the what I mean. I get it.
Well, it's why you get these.
The rules dictate the game.
Well, it's why you would get some really incredible guard work, like some of the guard work you were doing. Obviously, you got the Lahiva when that was a new thing. And, all these different things. But then that's when you get Berimbolo, too. Yeah. And then that's also where you get stuff like deliberately pulling someone's leg across for reaping and getting the guy DQ'd, or the 50-50 game that people would play. And, it's like, I can't believe this guy's doing that program. I find that really boring. It's like the only way to change that is to either change the rules or change the way it's refereed. But the guy is just working on what's available to him, what gets him the most for the minimum amount of effort.
Totally.
And of course, why wouldn't you do that?
I agree.
I mean, do you want to give any of your medals back? Hell no. You were out there kicking people's butts.
I agree. No, I agree. No, man, this is awesome. Yeah, no, Josh, thanks. I love learning from you, and it's always a different little trick here and there, which is fascinating, especially coming from the catch wrestling knowledge that I don't have. And guys, make sure to check it out. So this week, Josh showed this entire instruction all about the defensive double wrist lock, and it's going to be at bjjfanatics.com very soon. Maybe by the time you're watching, it's already there. So hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you, Josh.
Always good to see you, Barnett.
Thanks. Please help me out to grow my YouTube channel. Just click subscribe. And to watch more videos, just click under see more videos. I hope you enjoyed.
bjjfanatics.com. Use the promo code YouTubeFaria to get 10% off any instructional video. Improve your jiu-jitsu faster.